Hello, fellow yarn crafting friends. What's up? 2020, that's what's up. Happy New Year to all of you. I wanted to personally come in here and say Happy New Year to all of my wonderful friends in the yarn crafting community. Usually you don't see this, you see these. So I just wanted to come in here though, and I wanted to wish you a Happy New Year. Last couple of years have been, crazy, and I'm sure for a lot of you. And I'm just ready to move forward. New year, new exciting things to come. There's so much. So, anyhow, go over a couple things with you real quick. Also, this video is going to be a video on a yarn review. I will be reviewing a fiber that I received from KnitPal.com, and you're going to find out all about that. Little spoiler on it. They do team colors. My team colors are orange and black. We are the Orioles, and so they sent me these beautiful colors. Everything is hand dyed and custom dyed, beautiful yarn. And the yarn is so soft, so soft. So it's nice to work with. Now it comes in a hank, or in hanks. I did already pre-roll one, and I left the other one so that I could show you in the video what that looked like, and just to give you all of the information on it. But the colors are brilliant. They did such a beautiful job with the colors. And this I'm also going to work a pattern with this yarn. So I'll tell you about the company, about KnitPal, about the owner, about the motivation behind KnitPal. And then I'm going to do a pattern. And actually the pattern I'm going to do will hopefully be a pattern to redeem myself for a past. If any of you have worked up my Stormy Waters scarf pattern, well, I got a lot of flack for that pattern because I used a darker color yarn to work it up. And I do apologize for that. I know that is really, it's difficult for especially new crocheters to see where you're going in stitches. And I really didn't do well with my choice of colors for that video. So hopefully this video redeems me of this. So I did get black and orange, and I will be working black into my scarf that I'm making, the Stormy Waters scarf, which actually was one of my more popular patterns, one of my favorite scarves though. I love the Stormy Waters. It's such a wonderful texture. And in the video for that pattern, I used the Landscapes, Lion brand Landscapes yarn. And it's a fabulous yarn. I love it. You can use the Unforgettable. All of these things, people don't like these yarns really because they are really difficult to work with if you have to frog it or whatever. But I'll be using the KnitPal yarn and making this Stormy Water. So I'm not really sure what it's going to come out looking like. But you'll be able to get a really good visual on that pattern. So if you're somebody who said, to heck with this pattern, I'm not doing this too dark, this is an opportunity for you to do the Stormy Waters, and I guarantee you're gonna love it, love it, love it. So anyhow, there's that, and I will give you all the information in a little bit. I'm gonna pop back into the video. I'm trying not to put a lot, but I talk a lot, so this is me. I'm sorry guys, I talk a lot. Anyhow, if you are not a member over at our Facebook group, our Yarn Wars Facebook group, get over there. You really need to become a member. We got a lot going on there. There's going to be a lot of changes to come. And those of you who are members of the group, you may remember our mini challenges, the fun little contest we would run for a little something, but great community fun. And we haven't run one in a while, but now we're going to pick it back up, and we're going to run it if we can. We're going to be running it. I'm going to try to do them every week. We're going to showcase some paid pattern designers, and actually winners of these mini challenges are going to get a free pattern of their choice from whoever we are showcasing that week. So if you're a paid pattern designer, get over to Yarn Wars, join the group, PM me your store so that I have that and I can get you in the loop. But it's just a way for us to be able to get a little more visibility too for the paid pattern end of things. We are a free pattern community, so it's hard, and we try to find ways for paid pattern designers to be able to show their stuff too. We do have, but our rules are a little strict over there because it is a free pattern community, and it gets difficult when people are trying to advertise their stuff and market, over in the group. So it's just not a marketing group. But this is an opportunity for that, and it lets everybody have a little bit of fun, and then people can get patterns that they may not have otherwise been able to get. But then it also gives the paid pattern designers, again, some visibility. And I absolutely want, to be supportive of everybody in the yarn crafting community. It's a lot of work. Pattern designing, it's a lot of work. And to get it on video, it's a lot of work. So I just wanted to let you know of these things that are coming up. And so if you're not over the group, make sure you get over there. And the way that you find your way to our group is down in the description of this video below. We've got links to all of our social media, and ways to contact me. So if you make up one of my patterns and you want me to see it, which I would love to see it, I love it when people tag me in the group. Go tag me in the group and show me your piece. I would love to see what you've made. You can tag me if you make somebody else's pattern. I would love to see what you made. I try to be as active as I can over in the group. If you ever have any questions, support questions, whatever, you can PM me over there. I always answer at some point. Like to, get back to people and help them as much as I possibly can. But anyhow, I have really, really dragged this video on. Main purpose of this was to tell you that we're jumping into a yarn review, which I'm really excited about. And most importantly was to say Happy New Year to all of you. But I also want to thank you guys so much for your massive support. I have made so many friends in this community, and y'all are what keep me going. You're what keeps me interested in designing patterns. I love designing patterns, but sometimes it gets a little, it's just been a draggy last couple of years. So I really do appreciate all of you, and I want to thank you. And I'm going to run and grab the tools and supplies we need for this video so that we can get going on our pattern. So stay tuned. I'll pop right back in here. Anything you need is in the description below. Did I say that already? I'll see you in a bit. All right, let's jump right in here. So you should have seen a picture of how this was packaged and wrapped before I jumped into this video, and I apologize. I had to stop my last video because of an issue I was having with my dog. And so I'm coming back at you after I unwrap the hank. So you're seeing it here, but you should have seen how it looked. I did snap a picture of that clip so that you could see how it comes to you. It comes in a very nice packaging, all neatly wrapped. But these colors, as you see, are really spot on. Well, spot on for my team. So KnitPal, a little bit about KnitPal. Casey, the founder, a few years back, she was going to be knitting an item for a really good friend of hers who was a big supporter of his school team. And when she got out there to try to find the colors that she needed to make his project, she couldn't find anything that matched up, or any type of yarn or brand. So that's where KnitPal was born. Casey took that opportunity to, specialize in team sport colors, which is really cool because, and it's kind of neat to have a certain company or a company just specialize in that. It's nice to know when you guys are out there shopping around for some team sport yarn to create a gift for someone or for yourself, that there's actually a company out there that does that. I need to apologize real quick. I am very hoarse today. I don't know what's going on. But this is when her dyeing studio was born. And the cool thing about this is that the team sport colors, you're going to get virtually a perfect match on that. They use a Pantone color matching system. So they're able to get just pretty much on target with the color. It's great. And I'll tell you a little bit. This came here with the wool, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep it focused here. All right, so I did pre-roll this, and all of their yarn is biodegradable. They only use biodegradable yarn, but this is 100% fine superwash merino wool. I can't talk today. 218 yards. That's a good amount of yarn. And to kind of give you a, comparison, for the Lion Brand landscapes that I used for the video on my scarf, the Stormy Waters scarf, Lion Brand landscapes, I believe, is around 148 yards, right around there. So this is 218 yards, guys. That's a lot of fiber there. That's about 70 yards more than what the Lion Brand landscape has. So this could give you even more length to your scarf right off the bat with one skein. Okay, so it gives you all the information for tension, for your size needles. We will probably be using, I'm thinking, an H hook to work up the pattern. I did make a mistake when I was doing my introduction. Before I stopped at the black, I said I was going to be incorporating black. I'm going to incorporate black, but I'm going to work with the orange in the tutorial so that you guys can see what's going on for that scarf. It gives you all of your wash instructions: gentle machine or hand wash, cold, dry, flat. And this is merino from Peru, hand dyed in Southern California. This one is true black. I can tell you it is true black. It is fantastic. What a match. I don't know how wrong you can go with black, but this orange really is insane to me because it really is very spot on. But this one is Orioles Orange, and they put the Pantone number right there. So that is so cool. And and when I say this is soft, it's so soft, guys. It's beautiful. I'm so excited to work with it. And I did want to elaborate a little more on KnitPal. One of the things that I thought was really cool about the company is that they give back with every order. So every order that's placed, they donate 3 pairs of kids' socks to Children Emergency Center in the Pine Ridge Reservation. So not only does this company make a beautiful custom dyed yarn for you for, whatever team sport you have, but they're also giving back. And I love a company that gives back. So I'm so pleased with how these colors turned out. And actually, Casey had sent me photos along the way to show me after they had dyed, it drying out in the sun, and it was just, wow. It just popped. It's beautiful. But I think it's really important. I think it's a great thing to support, obviously, your small business, help keep them going with what they're doing. And I really, really love the cause and how much attention to detail is put in to making this. So if you're looking for something special, really, guys, I think, go check out the website, knitpal.com. And I'm going to have all of the information down in the description of the video. So check it out and, just read the story on there And and maybe there's something that you have coming up that you'd like to make a special gift for someone. And I think that this would be a really special gift. So not only that, but I will also have a coupon code. We'll go ahead and flash it on the screen here too, but I'll have it down in the description if you want to purchase. It will offer you 15% off, and I believe that's on $56 or more on the website. So definitely take advantage of that. And now we are going to jump in and see how this all works up with our Stormy Waters scarf. I'm so excited. I'll see you in a bit, guys. Oh, no. I have one more thing I want to say that I didn't say in my introduction video, and I need to get this out because I can't believe I didn't say it before, but I had talked about getting over to the Yarn Wars Facebook group, and I just have to give a shout out to the most amazing mods around. And, they really, really make things happen over at Yarn Wars. And without them, I don't know where I would be. Jerry, Martha, Jan, Sharon, just awesome group we have over there, making sure to help keep the group drama free. And like I said, without them, Yarn Wars would not be what Yarn Wars is. And I can't even begin to say how much I appreciate them. So give a shout out to your mods, your friendly mods over at the Yarn Wars group when you get a chance. And now I'm jumping into the video. See you in a bit. Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I have rolled both of my hanks. Got a little messy here. Into balls. So we are all set to go, and I am making a little change up in what I had previously said. Instead of using an H hook for this, I'm going to use what I originally used for the Stormy Waters scarf pattern, and that is a J hook. This will not focus today. So you're going to want your yarn, your J hook, or whatever hook size you want to use. Scissors or snippers, and then of course a blunt needle to hide in a tail or two. And if you're going to have maybe a little more than that if you're switching out colors. So go ahead and get this put back here, and we're going to get started. And we'll start, of course, with our slip knot. So get this focused. Okay, so we're going to start by crossing our yarn over and putting our working yarn up the back. And then you can just pull that through with your fingers or your hook. Give it a little tug to your hook. And we're going to start with the starting chain of 21. So we're going to make 21 chains. And 21. So what we're going to start by doing, and you can either work this right into the chains here, or you can work it into the spine of your chain, which are the back bumps. And that just kind of gives it a nice even finish. But for the sake of beginners out there and just to make it easier, I'm going to work it right into that second chain. So you've got your first chain on your hook and your second chain here. We're going to work a half double crochet into that second chain. So we'll yarn over, go into that second chain, yarn over and pull through. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And we are going to work a half double crochet into every chain down the line here. So go ahead and do that. And you really could jump right into the Stormy Waters pattern if you saw the other video and you were able to follow that. I do this just for a nice solid foundation to work with because this is always the more difficult or annoying part to work, I think, is along the foundation. So we're just working half double crochets all the way down. Okay, so we just have a row of half double crochets here. So for the actual pattern part, the Stormy Waters, what we will start by doing is we'll chain 3 and turn our work. We're going to skip the first 2 stitches and work 3 double crochets into the 3rd stitch. So we're going to skip this stitch, and we're going to work 3 double crochets into this stitch. So we'll yarn over, go through our stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops for our first double crochet. So we'll do that again. Yarn over, go through your stitch and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're doing this into the same stitch. We're going to do 3 double crochets into that stitch. And then we are going to skip our next 2 stitches and work 3 double crochets into our 3rd stitch. We're going to do this same thing all the way. Skip 2 and work 3 double crochets into that 3rd. Skip 2, 3 double crochets into that 3rd. Skip 2, 3 double crochets. Two, and then 3 double crochets into that 3rd. And then when we get to the end, we worked so far. When we get to the end, we're just going to skip that 1 stitch and work a double crochet into our last stitch. Okay, so this is where we're at so far. Moving on to our next round, we are going to chain 2 and then turn our work towards us. We're going to work 1 single crochet into the first stitch here. I'm sorry, into the first chain space stitch here. So we're going in, pulling through, yarn over, pull through. So we did work into that chain space stitch right there. So for the Stormy Waters, what we're going to do is we are going to work a front post double crochet around this stitch right here, this post. And for beginners out there, how we're going to do that, we yarn over, go behind, around, through that post, yarn over, pull that yarn through, and then make a double crochet just like you would. Through 2 stitches, then through 2 stitches. So you're going to make a double crochet the same as you would. You're just going to do it into a different place other than that stitch. You're going to do it around the post. So in our next, we are going to single crochet into this next post or next stitch. We're going to go in, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And then we're going to work another front post double crochet around this 3rd double crochet here. So we're going to yarn over, go in and through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we have, for that set, we've done a front post double crochet, a single crochet into the 2nd double crochet, and then a front post double crochet. So this is what we're going to be doing all the way down this row. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next cluster here. You're going to go straight into it, no chaining or anything. And we're going to start, remember, with a front post double crochet around this one. In our second one, we're going to do a single crochet right into the stitch, like a normal single crochet. And then in our third one, we're going to work another front post double crochet. So front post double crochet on our first, single crochet into our next stitch, and front post double crochet around that third in that cluster. Continue down this row doing that same thing. I'm going to stay on camera with you for this one. Front post double, single crochet, front post double. Let me see if I can get closer and do this real close up for you. So there we go. Front post. All right, sorry guys. Not that close. Front post double. Single crochet into the next. And focus for the last. And front post double around the third. Front post around that first double crochet. Single crochet into the second, and front post double around the third. We've got one more set here. Front post double, single crochet into the second, and front post double around the third. So what we're going to do to end this round is we're going to work one single crochet into the top of the third chain at the end. So we're just going to work a single crochet into our third chain. Oh my goodness, I cannot stop hitting this thing. I'm so sorry. All right, so this is our Stormy Waters pattern, and you continue this all the way up. So I'm going to do another full round of the Stormy Waters pattern so that you can see. And then I'm going to let you, I mean, just in case you had any issues at all following along with me here, I will try to get closer without throwing my camera off. I just have, it's kind of awkward where it's sitting. So I'm going to do another full round of this though, so that you can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to let you grow it from here. But when we start our round with the 3 double crochets in every third stitch, we're going to start by chaining 3. So we'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then turn our work. And then we're going to count over, and we're going 1, 2, and then into the third stitch here, we're going to work 3 double crochets. All right, I'm sorry guys, hang on. Just wanted to turn off my volume. All right, so we're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and then we'll work 3 double crochets into that third stitch. And your stitch that you worked the 3 double crochets in is going to be right above in your middle double crochet from below, from the last one. So 1, 2, and 3. All right, so what I'm going to have you do is go ahead and just, you're going to continue going down the line, skip 2, work 3 double crochet cluster, skip 2, work 3 double crochet cluster, and then I'll meet you at the end right before I finish off this round. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gotten to the end of the round. I've done my crochet clusters down the line, and then in the last one, remember you're going to skip 1 and then work your last stitch will be a double crochet. So you're going to go straight into that last one with a double crochet. Okay. So this is where we're at, and I'm actually liking this whole look. Okay, so we'll build up a few more, and we'll really be able to see this Stormy Waters pattern, but I'm really loving how it's working up. And this really is soft yarn, guys. I think a J hook is a good hook for this. You could use a smaller hook, but I think this works just fine too. So what we're going to work for our next row to complete the Stormy Waters pattern, because the Stormy Waters pattern is 2 rounds. I believe it's round 3 and round 4 in the pattern that you're just going to repeat until you've grown it to the length you desire. But for this close off to our pattern here, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to turn our work, and we're going to work a single crochet into that first stitch right there. So work a single, and then we're going to start with our front post double crochet, our single crochet into the second, and then a front post double crochet around this third in the cluster. So we'll start with a front post around that first double crochet from the previous round, a single crochet into the next, and a front post around that third double crochet from the previous round. And you remember, you just do this all the way down the row. It's as simple as that, guys. Gosh, it's so easy. And it makes such a fun pattern. And I got to figure out where I'm going to add the black in to this, because I'm going to incorporate it. Maybe I will just do stripes. I'll do like a few rounds of this and then a few rounds of the black and just kind of alternate. See how that turns out. I don't know. But I want to use it for more than just tassels. But I could do just tassels too, but no. I have a lot of yarn because they give you a lot. So we're going around, doing a front post double crochet on that first, double crochet in the cluster, single crochet into the next, and front post double crochet around the third in the cluster. Oops. And then we're going to do that one more time at the end. And then we are going to end with a single crochet into our third chain up at the end. And this is going to help to keep your edges straight. Okay. So we are going to continue until we have finished our scarf. You're just from here, you're going back to round 3. So you're going to work a chain of 3, and then you're going to turn your work, and you will skip your first 2 stitches, 1, and we're counting this stitch here. I'm trying to get this so you can see. There's 1, 2, and what you want to remember is we want to keep putting that right under or above the middle of the previous cluster, and that will just kind of give you a better idea of trying to get into the right place with that, rather than sometimes looking over at your actual stitches, which can be a little confusing. But just make sure that you're getting over that last one. So you guys keep growing yours, and if you need to replay, you can go back a little bit and see how I've done this again if you need a recap on it. But that is the Stormy Waters Infinity Scarf, or just regular scarf. So I'm going to finish mine and somehow get some black in here and see. That'll be interesting to see what it looks like. I'll be building it up. I wonder. We'll see. Okay, but I'll be back. So rewind if you need to go back over this again. It's really simple stuff. And then I will be back with a finished scarf. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Okay, so I have decided I'm going to jump in here just so I could show you how I'm going to change colors here. I've decided I'm going to do 4 for every 4 sets of the Stormy Water pattern. I'm going to switch off with the black and just have kind of a blocky, we'll see how it looks. Just do something different, something fun. I don't know if it's something I would normally do, but like I said, I have quite a bit of yarn. So I want to incorporate the black, and I thought, it might be a good time to show you guys how to switch out. Now, you can carry your yarn up if you're doing this maybe in a, like, just every other set. But for this, I wouldn't suggest it, because if I'm going up 4 to carry my darker color yarn, is not going to look great. So we're going to go ahead and do a switch out. And there's so many, there are actually a few different ways you could do this, but I'm going to show you how I switch out on color. And it's so simple. I just take the last color that I was working, and give me just a sec. I'm going to see if it seems like I have to do this when I first come in. Okay. So I just get a little bit closer to my hook with this last one. You can just cut it off with a little less than that even. But I just pull my black in, my other color, pull it into that loop. And I'm going to take that orange and I'm going to grab the tail and I'm going to pull it down just to make it tight around that. Okay. So people have all different ways of doing this, and I'm going to tell you there's not a right way or a wrong way to pull your yarn in, and it would be great if my camera would just focus and stay focused. So what I would do from here is I would go ahead and get started with my black yarn. I'll hold these two so that I can pull this close, and then I will chain my 3 to start my next set of the Stormy Waters. And then you could tie these in a knot and work them in. I'm going to tie them in a knot in a little bit, but right now I'm going to move on to this row and start working the Stormy Waters again. So I'm going to skip the 2 and I'm going to work my cluster of 3 double crochets in. And I know this isn't going to be helpful to you, so I'm not doing this for pattern's sake, just to combine the yarn to add another in. And it's going to look quite Halloweenish, I think. So anyhow, skip 2 and working 3 double crochets into the 3rd. I just want to finish a round of the Stormy Waters in the black so that I can see what it's doing, how it looks to have it together like this. But I thought this might be helpful anyway for people who want to switch out colors too, if you're a beginner, to show you that it really doesn't have to be that complicated. And then 3 more. Skip 1 and 1 on the end. All right. So I'm going to come back up around. I'm going to go, I'm going to do my chain 2 because I'm finishing off that Stormy Waters pattern. And I'm going to single crochet into that first stitch. Then do my, I'm running out of yarn here. Front post, my single crochet, and my front post. Oops. Single crochet and front post. And I'm going to do this all the way down so I can see what I'm about to get myself into doing this pattern. One of the things that makes the Stormy Waters pattern look great, and I will say, I chose the Lion Brand Landscape because it has such a beautiful sheen to it. And it really makes this stitch pop. It really does. But the pattern is very pretty. So, and then remember into the 3rd, chain up, single crochet on, oops, I'm going to get into both of those loops. But it might be kind of fun. But it really does. It makes it shine. It has such a pretty shine to it. So if you've worked it up with this Lion Brand Landscape yarn, you already know and it just has a look about it that kind of makes stitches pop. There's not a better way for me to say that, but I really like how this is working up. And again, you're going to have a very nice piece that is, it's not going to be a stiff piece. It's going to be soft. It's going to be nice. And the colors are going to be spot on. So you are going to see my finished scarf in a little bit. I will pop back in. This may take me another day to get done with other things that I am doing. So when I pop back in, I might have different nail polish. I might have different clothes on. I don't know. But I will come back in to do a finish on this video. And just to remind you right now, before I pop out of here, which I'll be popping right back in, it'll be pretty seamless for you guys, but it may be a date for me. But don't forget to look back or look down in the description of this video below and get all the information you need. Get the coupon code to get your 15% off at knitpal.com. I want to thank them again. This has been really a fun yarn to work with. I love it, and I would definitely recommend it. Definitely. So if you're trying to do something special for a friend or a family member and they're real big into their sports, whatever colors you need, you're going to find great. I mean, it's just spot on colors. I'm really impressed with this. So down in the description below for your information. Hey, make sure, and I'll just do this as a quick side note right now, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Free patterns that I put out are always coming out in a video tutorial. So you can be sure to have it here to either work up via video or written pattern. So anyhow, keep growing your scarf. I will be right back, guys. See you in a bit. Okay, my friends, so I have finished. You saw my final product in the photos of this video. And I could not be more pleased with how this turned out and how the Stormy Waters pattern came about in this. It really turned out beautiful, I think. Now, so the one that you saw in the video or in the pictures, this scarf measured out to 60 inches. And I still have yarn left. So I will be making some tassels for this for sure. I wanted to get this video up because we're about to start our mini challenges next week, and I need to make sure that that announcement gets in here. But when I'm finished, I'll go ahead and post a picture with the tassels in the Yarn Wars Facebook group. So make sure you get over there, join the group, and you know, by joining Facebook Yarn Wars group, you're joining a wonderful group of yarn crafters from around the world. A wonderful admin base over there, you know, people trying to keep things nice, clean, and like I said, drama free for the rest of the group. But there's a lot going on there. Many challenges. Remember, paid pattern designers, get on over there, join the group, and let's have some fun. So I just want to thank Casey again from KnitPal for having me review this yarn. I'm really happy I did. Like I said, I am so happy with how this turned out. And I still feel like I'm getting that kind of sheen with this, with the Stormy Waters pattern. I love it. So now Casey told me that there might be a coupon available right now over on the website. So you can use the one that I have down in the description of this video that is available only through February 14th, so of 2020. So you can use either the coupon on the website or the coupon here, which is Colleen15, again, down in the description of the video. But you cannot use both coupons together. So again, a wonderful gift to be able to handcraft something beautiful with spot on colors for your favorite person, sports wear, team wear. This has been a very fun project to work up, and I hope you have enjoyed this. And I'm going to stop talking, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.